Lana wants to take over Dress to Impress, but her reasonings may be way deeper than you think. Her motives are tangled in a web of secrets and hidden truths that go beyond mere revenge. Make sure to stick to the end of the video because you might be on Lana's side by the end of it. I'm Sice, back again with another Lana lore video. Make sure to follow, we're trying to get to 200k subs before the Lana lore Halloween update. Lana has been trapped in the world of Dress to Impress since the very moment it opened its doors. Her relentless service began with the salon's launch, binding her fate to this glamorous yet sinister realm. Gigi, the creator of Dress to Impress, recruited Lana. Lana gained a ton of debt from her chronic illness, so this was a dream come true for her. The salon paid Lana very well. Surprisingly, they offered to pay for her medical debt, so she accepted the offer. This was red flag number 1. Lana should have questioned, why is a nail salon willing to pay so much on top of covering her medical debt? Lana overlooked the warning signs, failing to see the extravagant offer was a mere mask of a dark reality. We found out in the questionnaire Gigi runs a cult called the Awakening. They took Lana and some other Dress to Impress players. They lured Lana in a false hope. Lana said Gigi was planning to use the players for experiments to sacrifice to the creature. Lana found herself in the suffocating grip of the nail salon, a prisoner to its relentless demands. Day in and day out, she labored in the fluorescent lights. Lana's every waking moment consumed by the relentless grind of the salon's unforgiving schedule. There were no breaks, just a sea of unending clients that wanted manicures and pedicures. Lana's spirit, once vibrant and hopeful, began to wither under the weight of a life dedicated to ungrateful clients. The walls seemed to close in, and the air grew thick from the suffering aroma of nail polish, and Lana's exhaustion transformed into a silent hate to free herself from the cycle of this nightmare. And Lana's exhaustion transformed into a silent hatred as she cried for freedom from this endless nightmare. While the game is high fashion and glitter, Lana could only watch while the players parade past her. Lana was a shadow to the Dress to Impress players that paid her no mind. They called her the nail lady, treating her like she was some servant in their way, dismissing her with a flick of their manicured fingers. Lana's only form of expression was her diary, where she said, "I hate it here. I've been working here for 5 years, 24/7, no breaks. And nobody respects me or knows my name. They just call me the nail lady. When I'm so much more than that, my name is Lana, but nobody calls me that, and I hate it here. I'm gonna run away one day, but nobody will care. They just take me for granted, but they don't even know what it's like. I'm more than just the nail lady. I'm human, and I'm tired of holding in my tears. I will backfire on all the people that took advantage of my free nail service, and I'll get my revenge when they don't expect it. I will set fire to this terrible nail studio." Lana even has a hit list. We don't know exactly what all of them did, but it must have been horrible. So horrible that she would create a hit list like she's the bride from Kill Bill. Lana's first form of retaliation was when you would click on the diary or the target list, you would receive these realistic long toenails. I think this was Lana's first sign of hatred towards the players, showing she would prefer to make them ugly instead of just leaving. And how could she just leave? She needed the money to pay back her debt, but she's working like a slave non-stop to entitled people who don't even thank her. I think Lana tried to tell Gigi about the work conditions and tried to quit. Then Gigi kidnapped her, placing her in the creepy basement under Dress to Impress. I think Gigi or the other cult leader Arcanum performed the surgery on Lana, extracting her eye to create the doppelgangers. In one of Lana's videos, the cult is introducing Lana to the salon, and they tell her there are 3 rules. Don't tell them what we did to you. Don't tell them our plans. And don't try to escape. But Lana did all 3. She exposed the cult for wanting to use the Dress to Impress players. She told us how they were creating doppelgangers, and then I think she tried to escape by quitting. In another one of Lana's YouTube videos, she says, "I always wondered why I did it in the first place. My pain is on display and nobody seems to care. I exposed the secrets of that wretched group, and yet I seek no justice." So Lana is saying there is no point in exposing Gigi and the cult for what they're trying to do to the players, because the players treated her horribly. She doesn't care to get justice for them. To Lana, it's like Harry Potter trying to save his enemy Voldemort. What does he gain from that? The players having the ability to continue to make her feel like she doesn't exist? I kind of agree with her. Why help them when it's going to help continue your suffering? After the cult took Lana's eyes, something sinister and irreversible happened. I think the original Lana, the person she once was, vanished forever. She might not have died physically yet, but mentally she transformed and is being consumed entirely by the dark forces that reshaped her. Now what remains is a mere vessel, an empty shell molded by the cult's evil intentions. To truly understand the horrifying changes that happened here, check out my previous video showing how Lana will take over Dress to Impress. The transformation is more chilling than you can imagine. Now that the original Lana is gone, the doppelganger Lana has taken control of the cult. I think this new version of Lana carries all the original memories, including the pain inflicted by Gigi and her hatred for Dress to Impress players who tormented her. With Lana's heart burning for rage, she's determined to get revenge on both. But this is where Argonum, the other dark force behind the cult, steps in. He has his own sinister plans and is using Lana to make them happen. Lana joined this other cult while she was already in a broken state. The cult's relentless control shattered Lana. When we finally got a glimpse at Lana again, the transformation was jarring. Her eye is now covered by an eye patch, a symbol of the torture she went through before. Lana was now in the grasp of the creepy cult called Sudade, who promised to fix her life. But this so-called help was a trap. They broke her down completely, stripping her away of her confidence and her willpower. They started to rebuild her back up, but not to make her stronger. They reshaped her into what they wanted her to be. They told Lana they'd help get her revenge, making her believe they were on her side. But behind their kind words, Argonum had a different plan. While they made Lana think they were helping her, they were actually using her for their own selfish goals. And the truth was more frightening than she could imagine. In Lana's YouTube video, Fortress Security Footage 1, we see Lana and Argonum about to feed Nelly to the creature. Nelly tells Lana, "You're being brainwashed," and Lana does feel some remorse as she tells Nelly, "I'm sorry." She also tells Argonum this is a bit morbid, meaning what Argonum is doing is disturbing. He's literally trying to feed Nelly to the creature. After years of being hurt and controlled both mentally and physically, Lana's anger and pain built up inside of her like a storm. She felt a deep need for revenge against everyone who has wronged her, and she was determined to get back at those who caused her so much hurt. Her request for revenge was driven by the shadows of her past and a hope that she could finally come to some justice from all this pain. But unfortunately, Lana was manipulated along the way. While Lana's intentions may not have been pure, she was pushed to be like this. I feel so bad for her. She literally only worked here to try to get treatment for her illness and was manipulated along the way. I think she would have been a completely different person without this cult. If you're brave enough to want to know how Lana gets her revenge, especially now that she's disappeared, check out my other YouTube video. Make sure to follow. I want to get to 200k followers before my TikTok does. Now, don't tell TikTok, but I like you all at YouTube way more, so let's beat them. So make sure to smash that follow button. However, if you do like TikTok, all my other socials are linked down below. My YouTube shorts are cut versions of my TikTok and Instagram videos since they can be longer over there. If you want your fan art displayed in the next video, post it in my Discord, link down below. There you can also post your Lana lore theories or other theories like FNAF. All this is in the description. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.